YouTube, what's going on? Kevin, the Tech Ninja here. And today we're talking about the Galaxy Note 9 and how I'm using it, what tips and tricks I have, kind of things that I ran into after using it for about 3 weeks. I'm gonna have my full review really soon, so make sure you hit subscribe and tap the bell notifications to be notified when that video is ready. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's take a look. All right, guys, Galaxy Note 9. Let's discuss a couple things first, how I accessorize it, how I dress it up, if you will, before we get into software things. So, number one, around the actual phone, on the screen, I have a screen protector. And this screen protector is from White Stone Dome. It's not a sponsor or anything like that. I just genuinely do love their products. And I think for a screen protector, for a phone that has curved edges, and that's the key, the curved edges. Phones that have curved edges, you need to have a screen protector that has adhesive, and also the White Stone Dome screen protector requires you to put it under a UV light to let the adhesive adhere to the actual screen. So the installation to me is actually pretty hard. I say out of 10, I give it an 8. But once you get it installed, it's stuck on there and it's a really good protector. It's been on my Note 8 for about 9 months or so, and it's just transparent. So here it is on my Note 9. It looks really, really good. I'm really happy with the installation. And yeah, so make sure you watch videos on how to install it before you give it a shot. And I have a link down below to this. Okay, so for a case, I'm using the Caseology case. Not a sponsor, but I just like this case. It's the Parallax case. Relatively inexpensive, I think like 10 bucks, maybe 15 bucks for this case. Really easy to use. And I throw this on here when I'm out and about, going out somewhere, but at home, I just kind of rock the phone as it is. But this is just a nice case to throw it on, just to give yourself some added protection. And also I do put on D-brand skins on my phones. I just like how it looks. I just like this, the style, and also the texture. So it's not as slippery anymore. You can kind of hear it. So it kind of has this feel on it where it's not slippery. And also I just kind of like the camo look. I like the dragon look and all those things. So anyways, guys, hit your link down below to get a D-brand skin. So let's start off with the most apparent thing, which is the wallpaper. I got this wallpaper from an app called AMOLED Wallpapers. And I just like their wallpapers. They're punchy, they're clean, they're colorful, and they are AMOLED. So you actually extend your battery life out a little bit by using that, since it's using less power to power the screen, which is definitely nice. So you can kind of go through here and find what you want, go through your categories. 4K only for only premium phones. These are like the really high-res, crisp wallpaper. So I really like this site. They have really nice wallpapers, and it's free. It's ad supported, so you have ads down here. You click on a wallpaper. From here, you can just go ahead and save it, share it, download it, whatever. And yeah, very cool app. Also, to go with the dark wallpaper, I do have the dark theme on my phone. So right now, everything is black. It's kind of black in this little aqua green color. I just think it's a extremely clean looking theme. I actually like it. So we're gonna go into our app drawer, and I'll talk about our app drawer really soon. You just type in theme, and my themes come up, and then you can just type in material dark. And material dark comes up as this very first one to the left here, material dark free, and then from here you tap download, and then you just go ahead and press apply, and then you have this installed, and then you have this really dark theme installed, and I just think it looks very, very clean. And also you get better battery life because this is kind of a darker theme. So very nice right here. Now, this is kind of an optional thing. Obviously, you don't have to do it, but I did change my launcher. I went from the Samsung Experience launcher to the Pixel launcher, rootless Pixel launcher. I'll leave a link to that, but down below as well. It's a free launcher. It emulates what you see on the Pixel devices. So you have this agenda widget up top. So if you have like a meeting or anything coming up right here, it'll pop up on here and it'll tell you about that. You also have the Google Now if you go to the far left, which is just lovely. I'm a big fan of Google Now. Bam, Google Now right here. And also the app drawer, you have, also the app drawer is right here. You just kind of fling up to it, you can get to it. Doesn't have a lot of settings, but it does have a really cool setting where you can select custom icon packs. And I just like icon packs. So you click on icon packs, you can download some from the Play Store. I actually like to use Flatro. That's my favorite icon pack. So you just pick your icon pack, click it, and that's really it. Also, you can change your theme, so you can have it as automatic, where it switches depending on the time of day, but I keep it on dark. kind of like that. So, and also you could change the at a glance widget. You can change the Google Now, Google app, and all those things. So it's just a nice, clean launcher. It gives you that pixel experience if you want that, or you can go back to the Samsung launcher. Really doesn't matter. This next app that I like a ton is called BX Actions. So you guys know with the Note 9 and even the S8, there's a dedicated Bixby button. So if you press this button, it takes you right into Bixby. Well, there is an app that allows you to disable that button. And you may ask, why would I want to disable that button? But for a lot of people, taking it out of their pocket or anything, this button sort of gets in the way. Like you want to hit the volume down and you accidentally hit the Bixby button. It happens to me all the time. So this app, BX Actions, this allows you to do different things with this button. So you can program it to launch different apps. You can program it to go to Google Assistant. But for me, I just disable it. So here, I tap it, it doesn't go to Bixby. And that will allow you to remap this Bixby button to different type of apps. You can even launch it to the camera. You can have it go to different apps. You can have it like turn the volume down. All these different things you can do right from this app right here. But yeah. BX Actions. All right, also, so to the far right, we have this app slide out. I'm gonna talk about the apps that I have in here. Number one is Boost. This is a Reddit app. I just like Reddit. I kind of like going through, looking at GIFs all day, you know, news and stuff like that. So it's just a very clean app, very fast. So we also have Google Photos. You guys know what this is. Also have Astro, which is my email client since Newton is gone. Astro is actually a really good email client to use as well. So I have that here. Also, I do have Twitter, Duolingo, 18 Birdies, which is a golfing app that can tell you where you're at and also keep the scores and things like that. We also have Nest, which obviously is my house, my doorbell, all those things. Secure Folder is kind of an interesting one. I want to talk on that a little bit. So for example, let's go to Twitter. This is my Twitter, everything. This is my Tech Ninja Twitter. Nothing special about that. But if we go into Secure Folder, this basically puts you into well, first we have to authenticate, but it puts you into a container inside your phone. So basically any apps that are in the secure folder are not directly tied to your phone anymore. So Twitter is no longer Twitter. Well, Twitter is Twitter, but it doesn't have the same accounts logged in. So you can have separate apps that are like a container within your phone, which is nice if you want to separate your business from your pleasure, or a kind of a ghetto way to make like different profiles for your phone. So to get into it, you have to authenticate with the PIN number or biometrics. I prefer to use the biometrics. Really fast to get into it. So here we go. So for example, if I click on Twitter, now Twitter isn't logged into anything at all. Because remember, just a few moments ago, I was logged into myself. You can even see both instances of Twitter here. This is Twitter, and this is Twitter in the Secure Folder app. So I like Secure Folder because of those reasons right there. You just have these very separate applications. Really nice security feature that I'm actually a pretty big fan of. And when you're done using it, you can just go back into it, and then you click on lock, and then it locks the folder back down. If you don't, after some time, it locks it down for you, but just another good security feature to have. Okay, at the bottom, I have phone, and then I have Pulse SMS. Pulse SMS allows me to text from different phones with the same phone number. Then we have the Play Store, Chrome, and then that camera. All right, let's pull out the S Pen here. So we pull the S Pen out, and then it launches up our S Pen apps. My favorite S Pen apps is Adobe Fill and Sign and Glance. And also I do like the coloring book too, but to get into these apps, you just go ahead and press add shortcuts. And then from here under add shortcuts, we can do a couple things. Like for example, let's say, you know what, I don't use translate at all. So you just hit the minus sign, and then let's say I want to use the coloring book, tap coloring, and it adds it on there. So it's really nice that you can add apps on here, things that you can launch with the S Pen. And any app that you would use the S Pen for, you can just put it in here. So you pull the S Pen out, you can launch that app quickly. So that's how I added that Adobe Fill and Sign. The app that I want to talk about that I use a lot is actually Glance. So Glance, you actually have to have an app open first. So my bad. So let's say I want ESPN.com open, but I want to look at something else. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into our Notes app. So for example, right here, I have a note that I left pizza, but let's say we want to reference something on ESPN.com. I can just hold my S Pen over it, and I can reference ESPN.com in its entirety and then head back to it. So it's really nice that you can go over it, go on the website, do what you need to do. You can click on different things, whatever, and then when you move your S Pen away, it goes back to the previous app you're in. So a mode that I like is actually power save mode, and I find myself putting my phone in power save mode often throughout the day, even with a larger battery life. So let's pop over to power save mode right here. We'll go ahead and apply it right here. So what's nice about it is that obviously you can get about a couple more hours of battery life in it, which is really cool, but I don't see any type of performance slowdowns at all. I can still use the phone the way I want to use it, but when it comes to doing something, I'd say more intense, maybe watch a movie, play some games, I can turn power save mode off. And even with that savings, I can then pop over to performance mode, which brightens the screen up even more. It kicks it into a higher resolution. You get just a better experience with the phone. You're actually getting what the Note can really give you. And I really like performance mode when doing that. So I just tap that on here. And then you have these different modes. You have game, entertainment, and high performance mode. So you can decide what you want to do. I kick it into game mode when playing games, and obviously entertainment when I'm watching video. So anyways, guys, that's my Note 9 setup. I know it's not crazy with like a lot of custom and tweaks. I kind of keep my phone pretty slim, pretty minimal, just the way I use my phone. But I want to show you guys what I was doing, what I was rocking, what apps and accessories I'm using before my full review, which will be coming out in about a week. So anyways, guys, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification as well to make sure you never miss a video that I make. Anyways, guys, Kevin the Tech Ninja. I cover everything from the smart home to the smart phone. I'll hunt you guys later. Peace.
KTTN, say it again. Tell a friend that it's him again. Yo, real talk, opinions gon' be sharper than 4K. Scope squad, eat it up, simmer it, saute. Ninja got reviews and rants galore. You ain't never seen a channel like this before. No hashtag.